I haven't done a Q&A in a while, so I figured let's sit down today and let me answer things. Slicky2M wrote, best and worst thing about being a YouTuber. Definitely the best thing, and I have talked about this in the past, is that I have been able to connect with so many people that I don't think I would have ever met. Like, connecting with you guys has been some of like the most rewarding things about this. Probably the worst thing to me, and a lot of other people that would say that there's a lot worse of things out there, but for me, I think the thing that just really gets me about this is when people put like actions or like thoughts and feelings behind things for me that just aren't there. Best example I can think of this, pretty much anytime I mention a guy who is not my boyfriend in a video in a positive light, there's always a few comments there that are like, you know, she wants to get at him, or like different little things. I've tried not to let it bother me as much. I mean exactly what I say. When I'm saying he's a great person, I mean he's a great person. It's not that deep. Nelson A. Chang wrote, would you ever consider going to Twitch streaming for gaming? Oh man, this is opening up a can of worms for me. So I started recently a gaming channel, and as of when you're watching this, hopefully I am streaming. I am trying to do a really quick turnaround so that way this video can post while I'm on stream. But I have a second channel where I am streaming, and right now I am streaming on YouTube. There's a pretty good reason for this, and I'm gonna try to like not open this can of worms here. Pretty much one big thing that happened that really changed my perspective on it, and then there was like a second thing that kind of reaffirmed it, and that was Ludwig leaving Twitch for YouTube streaming. One of the things that he said that really kind of stuck with me is how YouTube was listening better and how they were willing to make changes. And as a content creator, I feel like I've seen so many people complain about Twitch and Twitch staff and Twitch staff, and that does happen here on YouTube, don't get me wrong, but I feel like the YouTube staff is a lot more receptive to its creators, to its consumers, and to everybody to figure out how to make the platform better. So ultimately, I was like, I want to go this way because streaming. And then when Sykkuno got an exclusive deal with YouTube, I think that really cemented in there for me that I think, you know, YouTube gaming is gonna see a resurgence. Graham Stephan, who is a channel member, because channel members for this video got 3 chances to get their question in here, wrote, what type of video games will you be playing on your new gaming channel? So I actually last night downloaded Minecraft and Among Us to play, but I'm sure we'll be playing a whole bunch of different things. Jimmy__B99 wrote, what games are you playing currently? Currently, I have been playing the Fallout series. That's like my go-to game, but I also play some COD online with my dad and my brother. I'm garbage at COD though, so you're probably not gonna be seeing me playing that too much. I love this question right here. Said Chamas wrote, how do you plan on managing a second channel, gaming one, without getting burnt out? I love this question because I don't have an answer for it. Honestly, the way that I've been taking it day by day to avoid burnout, and I did get a little burnt out a few months ago, is just to see how I'm doing each day, and if I need to take a break, then I take a break. So I think it's just gonna be a lot of checking in with myself. A Glenn Dye wrote, in your career pivots, what did you learn most about yourself? I think for somebody who is 23, I feel like I've had a lot of career pivots, but the first one I had was actually when I was working a government job, and this was in, I think, January 2019. This was well before I ever had the YouTube channel. This was a few months before I ever met Graham, and I was working this government sector job, and I was realizing pretty quickly it wasn't for me. I was pretty miserable. I really put out there into the universe, like, I'm gonna find a better job. I'm gonna find something that makes me happier. I ended up finding a job that ended up paying me way better, and then ended up moving into a full-time position pretty quickly. If there's one thing that I've learned from all those different pivots from different industries, is definitely that I am resilient, and if I want something bad enough, I will make it happen. Beautiful Ballerina 16 wrote, how is your fitness journey coming along? Okay. So this is also something that's been going on that's been really exciting. The other day I did deadlift 110, and I did a few reps with that. And for reference, for those of you who don't know, I only weigh 130 pounds. I also now can bicep curl 30-pound dumbbells, so I've definitely been getting a lot stronger. DPW 5016 wrote, who would you fight in the creator fight? Honestly, again, I am not in creator class right now, but I am trying to get myself in. The higher my subscriber count gets, the better of a shot I have going, so every single one of you that subscribes is gonna get me like that much closer to being able to get in. That being said, I did see a comment, like, I think it was yesterday, saying that Call Me Chris has actually started taking up boxing. Is that how you would word that? I don't know. I've seen her in person kind of from afar before. It doesn't look like we're too far off in height. So I think that, you know, if I am right about us being pretty much 5'6", 5'7"-ish, it could be a pretty good match. Vegas Brent, who is also a channel member, thank you for being a channel member, Vegas Brent, wrote, how's the new personal training gig going so far? Okay, I know I pulled up, because I had to like compile these questions from Instagram and then 2 separate community posts. I have the number right here. Last month, I made $1,125 from my personal training business. I started this business mid-March, and now we are right at the beginning of June, so we are just under 3 months. It's provided me with this mental relief that I have a source of income outside of YouTube that's extremely consistent. So it was something that I was very excited to see. MJWCOS wrote, what made you want to become a personal trainer? So, this is kind of one of those things that I just feel like I was always going to end up doing, if that makes sense. In high school and at different points in my life, I definitely showed a very high like aptitude and easy understanding of how the human body works. I've taken anatomy and physiology classes, taken biology classes, and I've always done exceptionally well at those. Actually, in high school, I wanted to become a physical therapist. On the other hand of things, I have always been into fitness, whether that be long distance running, weightlifting, or any other sport that I've done. I've always really been passionate about it, and except 2 years due to my ankle injury, I have always been working out my whole life, and something that I've been really passionate about. I feel like it was this combination of like, I have a high aptitude and a high easy understanding of these concepts, and I'm very passionate about helping people, and I'm very passionate about fitness, that it just kind of came together, and then I ended up personal training. MJ Becca wrote, have you been active your entire life? Tips for starting an active lifestyle from scratch. I kind of already touched on the active my whole life sort of thing, but tips for starting from scratch is like literally the hardest 3 steps you're gonna take, and the hardest part of going to the gym is just walking out your front door and making that decision to go. Once you go, it's easy to just go, I'm not gonna quit, or you know, you get some kind of workout in when you're there. I would say if you're kind of having a hard time staying consistent with it, either hire in a personal trainer or coach, or go to workout classes, or find like a friend that you want to go with. Graham wrote, I love you, not a question, just a fact. I love you too, not a question, just a fact. Quiet NH9775 wrote, is it weird to see Graham on videos? I'm sure he's different in person. Yeah, definitely for me, I feel it is weird to sometimes see some of his like main channel videos, because I don't think he's always that energetic or yelling. Same thing with like the reaction channel, but I think you definitely see the Graham that I see most of the time off camera on the podcast. So sometimes yes, sometimes no. Who broke the toot relationship barrier? I put this question here because so many of you were asking about this. Why are you guys so obsessed with farts? I don't think either one of us actually admit to it. I think we just blame it on the dog. I think that's what we do. Salome_Pereira wrote, how much do you expect to earn in 2022 from all income sources, excluding dividends? Yeah, I'm not really sure. Last year, I think I made like 85,000 gross. I had a job where I was making $1,500 a week that I ended up leaving. At the beginning of this year, I was making less than my expenses were. But April, it finally has been increasing over time. And April was the first month where my income surpassed my expenses. Christie's33 wrote, what's your favorite dessert? 100% it's peanut butter cookies, but I pretty much will eat any desserts as long as they don't have almonds in it, because I am allergic. What is a hobby you've always wanted to start or learn but haven't had the time yet? So this isn't a hobby necessarily, but for the longest time I've been wanting to learn how to edit in Final Cut Pro. I currently edit in iMovie, and while I feel like, you know, I can edit pretty good, I do feel like sometimes the videos are limited by the effects that are available in there. So I do want to do Final Cut, but it's like $300. And I've spent a lot of money on streaming stuff this month. Definitely be on the lookout for next one of these Q&As. I haven't done one just by myself in a while, so I thought it would be fun. If you want to go see me stream, I have a streaming channel under links. So that's going to be linked in the pinned comment and description down below. Definitely go over there, go check it out. If you're interested in personal training, my email is macypersonaltraining@gmail.com. So reach out to me. I do remote and I do in person. So let me know if you're interested in any of that. And with that said, I will see you next time.